walk through a job sample that I have applied for and I got a job, so that we see how to write a proposal together. So the title of the job is Convert Airtable to Google Sheets and Organize Data Efficiently. So we're seeking an experienced database professional to help us organize and optimize our member database for our private social club. You will move our information over from Airtable to Google Sheets. The database includes member profiles, contact information, profile images, associated links, work information, and other relevant data. Our goal is to create a clean, structured, and scalable system that ensures data accuracy, efficiency, and ease of use. So it's also important to read through the job thoroughly so that you understand. So here are the key responsibilities. Number 1, assess the current database structure and recommend a streamlined relational design. Create or reorganize tables to separate data into logical categories, e.g., members, profile, image, work information, links. Set up a system that assigns a unique member ID to link related data across table. Implement data validation rules to ensure clean and consistent data entry. Standardize formats for key fields like names, email addresses, phone numbers, and job titles. Provide guidelines or templates for ongoing data maintenance and audits. Optionally, set up automation to flag incomplete records or send reminders for updates. Deliverables: a fully optimized database structure moved from Airtable over to Google Sheets. Normally, this kind of job is usually from Google Sheets to Airtable, but this client was looking to move it from Airtable to Google Sheets. So let's see what I wrote. So these are the skills that he added. Sometimes when these jobs are posted, Upwork wants to recommend your profile maybe for an invite or something. They recommend based on skills the clients put in that match what is on your profile, because you'll be allowed to create 15 tags of keywords so that the clients can easily see that it's something related to what you can do. So let's get into it. I was able to trace his name to know what his name was so that I'll be able to address him personally. I'll do a video some other time on how you can know what kind of job to apply for, know whether a job is a good fit to apply to or apply for. But for today, I'm not doing that. We're talking about proposal writing. So I was able to find his name because this was not an invite. I had to apply. So let's read through what I wrote. So I said, "Hi, Will. As a certified Airtable admin." So what you should understand when you're writing a cover letter is that the first 4 lines of your cover letter is what the clients first see before they can open the full cover letter to read. So you must make your first 4 lines worth the time. You must make the first 4 lines captivating with good hooks that would intrigue them enough to want to click on the profile and want to check you out, right? So in this case, I just said, "Hi, Will. As a certified Airtable admin from the Airtable Academy," which is true. I already have a certification from Airtable after taking the exam. I said, "I understand the importance of creating a well-structured, scalable, and user-friendly database for your private social club." Now, you see that I went back to pick words from his posting just to let him know that I read through and I understand what he said and I paid attention. And I said, "Having worked on similar projects where member data accuracy and relational design were key, I'm confident I can help you seamlessly transition your database from Airtable to Google Sheets while enhancing its functionality." Now, this first paragraph here could be what the client first sees before they make up their mind to click on my profile to read. Now, they've seen that I have worked on similar projects. You can see this place I've highlighted. I have worked on similar projects. I have also worked on projects that mention things that they have on their profile, because I know he mentioned data accuracy, relational design in what he wanted. I'm confident I can help you seamlessly transition your database from Airtable to Google Sheets. It also shows I paid attention to details. Sure, you understand. So you must highlight things while showing. So when I said I worked on similar project, it might not be a client's project. It might have been a portfolio. I didn't lie here. I had done something similar by transferring the data from Google Sheets to database. That was why I said similar project. But in this case, he was from Google Sheets to Airtable. But in this case, he was looking to transfer from Airtable to Google Sheets. So you must mention you have done similar projects, and that is why creating portfolios, even if it's not for a real client, but something to serve as a proof that you can do this thing is necessary, so that when you say you have done similar projects, you can easily attach proof of those things you've done or explain how you did it that is in relation to this particular job posting. Always be sure that whatever project you're mentioning in your cover letter that you have done before should be similar or probably exactly the same way, so that the clients can know that you can actually do what they are seeking from you. And you can see I'm doing proper spacing. You cannot be writing cover letter and everything is jam-packed together. They are not able to tell how what sentence is away from the other. Separate it so that it's easy to read. And I said, after reviewing your project, I'm particularly impressed by your focus on creating a clean, structured system with unique member IDs and automated data validation. So while this is just a general cover letter tutorial, for those who are in automation or use Airtable, you should know that what is data validation in Google Sheets is linked records in Airtable. So just to mention. So I went further to mention how I could help him. And I said, here's how I can help. As assessment and design, I'll analyze your current Airtable setup to ensure no critical data or functionality is lost. Data migration, I'll transition your data from Airtable to Google Sheets with 100% accuracy, maintaining links and relationship. Assign unique member ID to ensure consistency across all tables. Standardization and validation. I will implement standardized formats for names. I mentioned almost everything he mentioned in the job posting, and apply data validation to prevent inconsistency. By data validation is more like linked records. Then I said I'll develop a process for identifying incomplete or inaccurate records for easy correction, ongoing maintenance, create easy to follow guidelines and templates for future database management. With my proficiency in scripting and automation, I'll set up automation of scripts to flag incomplete entries or set reminders for updates. And so here's a demo of my work with scripting to help you get a feel for my work and personality. So this was my video portfolio that I used to just let the client know that I can do the work for him to click on. And I asked, what's the largest challenge you face with your current Airtable setup? Knowing this will help me tailor the database structure to solve your most pressing pain points. So aside adding a portfolio, it could be a video demo, it could be a portfolio link, it could be a website where your portfolios are hosted, it could be anything at all. Always try to ask relevant questions so that it prompts the client to want to give a response, and also makes the client know that you are really interested in this project, and you asking this question means you need further details on what and how this project should be done. You get it? So I don't mind went further to mention why I asked that question, saying knowing this will help me tailor the database structure to solve your most pressing pain points. And I said, I would love to hop on a call. Now, this is my call to action. After asking relevant questions, the next is my call to action. I'd love to hop on a call to discuss your vision and how I can bring it to life. Feel free to share your availability so we can get started. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best regards, Adese. Then I highlighted some of my portfolios that were relevant to the project, to the portfolio. So this one had to do with inventory, putting data entry. So I felt like it was relevant to this since it was more of data migration. I highlighted it. So you don't go about highlighting projects on your Upwork portfolio that are not relevant to the job posting. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't look like you're organized, or it doesn't look like you understand what the client is asking for. So always try that you have as much portfolios as possible, and also highlight the relevant ones so that the clients can also see that and have a picture of what you have done similar to what they have on ground. Okay, so this is a sample project and sample portfolio. So if you see, I got the client's name and I went for that to mention a strength about me, mentioning I'm an ethical admin, making it look like I have credibility, because if I am certified by Ethical Academy, it means that I know what I'm doing. It just gives me some boasting rights. Sometimes in my job posting, depends on the relevance of putting those boasts. I could mention I'm a DevOps engineer. I know I've done interviews where I mentioned I'm a DevOps engineer and they are blown away, because I mean, somebody who is a core DevOps doing this makes you look like a very serious minded person. So where necessary, mention past or relevant skills that are transferable that you can use to boost your chances, right, to what you're applying for. So you start by making them know that you understand, and also using that first line to mention you have done similar projects if you have, so that you're not wasting time. It's not a time to begin to mention your name. Hi, my name is Adeze and I have had so many years. Nobody cares about your name because your name is already on your profile and they can see it from their own back end. It's not time to be mentioning the years of experience. People have years of experience, but they're not good. Just go straight into similar projects you've done, if you have done any, how you're going to help them. So that was, I mean, if you were to look at the first 4 lines, these first 4 lines are enough for you to want to click and check out what I can do. And if you see after that, I went straight to the point to say how I could help them, highlighted how I think I can help them, attached my demo portfolio, my video portfolio for them to check me out, have a feel of who I am, have a feel of what I can do, have a feel of how I can speak, my charisma and all that. And all of this even cuts, doing interview, because this one, amongst other jobs, I did not even do interview, because when I attach my video portfolio, it already gives them a feel of my personality and the kind of person I am. After adding that, I ask a relevant question that will prompt them to want to give me a response. Then I do a call to action and closing remark. Best regards, Adeze. No plenty talk, okay? And you must write it tailored in the way that shows that you read through the job posting, because you can see that I mentioned keywords that were here in my job posting. In another video, I'll mention how you can get a client's name to apply for, how to know whether you should apply to a client's job, what to look out for. Like now, if you look at this job posting here, right, the client's budget was $8 to $12, $8 to $12. If you look at the average of what he pays, is around that amount. So when a client job posts a job and they don't put their hourly range, you can easily just come here and check what their average is. By their average, you can now know how much you will put for that job posting, especially if they don't put, so that you're not going to either underprice yourself or overprice yourself. Because normally, what was on my profile as at when I applied for this job was $20 per hour, but that was below client's budgets, right? So another person could go and put $5 per hour, which was not even within this range. That's if the client did not put an hourly range, and that would be way, way, way lower than the average of what the client spends. So these are things I'll talk about in another video, where I'm going to be explaining how you can know whether a client is a red flag or not a red flag, how you can find their names, how you can know whether you want to work for them or not. And yeah, so I'm hoping this video serves as a template or a roadmap for someone who is looking to write cover letters and they're clueless about how they want to write their cover letters. I wish you the absolute best and I'm rooting for you.